Hello and welcome, it is Lynx and we are playing Chuusotsu first graduation time after time. Down at the right with clear skies. Let us find out what awaits our girls on the next day. In the new place, from which they might be kicked out after being there only for a week. People could be found all around the residential areas. Really? Newspaper deliverers. I feel like that's a non-existent job right now, to be honest. Newspaper deliverer. Does anyone even read newspapers in 2024? Also, is it worth reading at all? If like the articles are like in the internet, then no thanks. Anyway, housewives walking their dogs. Also Lynx walking his dog, I guess. Sweating as she jogged along, she too blended in with that morning scene. Koiro? It was Koiro. She was a born athlete. Her soft-spoken personality was also something she was born with, and she had never been seriously ill. Same? I mean, I had like a 40-degree temperature like twice in my childhood, I guess, but that's about it. And also appendix cut out, but that's not really a serious thing. She returned home last night around 11 PM. Mostly because she was busy being a night patrol girl. But she looked perfectly healthy. Her metabolism was good. She was running in perfect form. She had just arrived at the entrance of the condominium. There, her feet suddenly stopped. The entranceway to Tabula Rasa was managed by an identification system using eye scans. After climbing a few steps, there was an open space where the system did its work. Kokoro was standing there. Older man. She was not alone. There was a man with a large, bulging stomach next to her. Was it her father? I mean, she said she didn't have one.
でも昨日お父さんは完全にいないって言ってたよね。
Yeah? Demon let out a clearly lecherous giggle.
事案発生
Time to beat some ass. Still in her hiding spot, Koiro tensed up. Oi, Kokoro. The man edged closer. You did really good today, same as always. He gently placed his hand on her hand.
ありがとうですよ。
What? She took something from him. See you next time. The man walked away.
ココロ
Once the man slipped out of view, she rustled her way out of the bare bushes.
小色お姉さんですよ。
There was a pause in her speech. Was because she didn't expect to see a neighbor this early in the morning.
おはようございますですよ。
Bow. She bowed her head, then turned around. Trying to quickly get away, she looked up toward the security camera and stretched up as high as she could. The machine beeped affirmatively and the lock on the automatic doors opened. Kokoro walked into the lobby with Kokoro.
あのさ、ココロ。今のおじさん、誰なのかな？昨日、お父さんもお母さんもいないって言ってたけど、あの人って、親戚の人か何かかな？
Come on. There was a long pause. It almost seemed as if she were trying to carefully choose her next words. And then...
店長さん。
Huh? The store manager. The manager of a store. A store's high-ranking person. Koiro broke down the word in her head just like that.
もしかして、ココロは働いてるの？
She responded with a non-verbal nod.
お仕事をして お給料をもらってる？
This time she remained silent.
こんな朝早くにアルバイトって、こんなに小さな子が？確かに一人暮らしをしてるなら、
You get the
小学
money when
生
you're...
シールで支給されるお小遣いじゃ、とても生活なんてしていけないけど。
You get money just from having that seal? What?
一人で暮らしてるって、本当だったんだ。
Kokoro couldn't fully believe it when she first heard it. But now, reality was staring her in the face. A reality she didn't want to believe.
私が心と同じ苦労をしたことがないから、こんなことを言うのは無責任かもしれないけど。
She knew it was irresponsible, but her mouth moved on its own.
いくら法律上に問題がないとしても、義務教育中にアルバイトなんて、良くないと思う。
Yeah. I wish I did. Maybe that way someone would be able to afford actually buying a house. Now that I think about it, I wonder, when can you start working in Poland exactly? What age? Oh. In Poland, there are no rules about that. You can do it at the age of 5, 10, or whatever. Interesting. Anyone has a time machine? I'm gonna go and push myself to go to Jap at the age of 5 already.
たくさんお友達を作って、楽しいことをいっぱい体験していく時期に、もし私が心の立場だったら、それは辛いことだと思うから。
Kokoro believed it was unhealthy for a little girl to be working. As for Kokoro,
心は働き者だから、へっちゃらですよ。
She said it without batting an eye.
それに、
And I said that with very big problems in speaking.
心はお父さんやお母さんともう一緒に暮らせないから。
Oh, so, okay. She felt strength. At the same time, she felt danger. All coming from the tiny little body. She looked at the ceiling. Her heart felt like it was being squeezed. What a brave little girl! It was just like those morning TV dramas that were said to exist during her great-grandfather's era.
こんなに立派な子、見たことない。
Yeah?
せめて何か少しでも、こんな役立たずでも、何か一つでも力に。なれるかどうかじゃない。なると決めたら、そこがスタートだ。
So what? You're gonna adopt her? Her breathing began to grow ragged.
なんなんですかいきなり。なんかのスローガンですか？
教官との約束、35番。
は？教官？
やると決めたら、一生懸命頑張ります。
Let's go. She declared it like she was in the middle of some elementary school sports festival.
主語が絶務なので、言っている意味が不明の極み。
Don't worry about it.
心のお家のお手伝いをする。
沈黙が流れちゃいましたよ、ハチスカさん。何がどうしてその発想に至ったのか説明が欲しいです。
一人ぼっちでかわいそうだと思ったから。
Wouldn't she have some flatmates as well? I mean, there are 3 of you in this one. So... I mean... Given that she seems to be in the same type of maybe program... Right? Because the whole building is that program, right? She would have 2 more flatmates, right? Or am I completely incorrect in thinking that?
終わり？
それ以上説明が必要？
はたぼうすぎてへそ茶が沸騰する。
Nah.
我々世界9世団の直近の問題を思い出してほしい。子供の手伝いなどという事義より先にまずは哲学をすることではなかった？
変なチーム名は当然却下として、藤崎さんが珍しくいいこと言いましたよ、ハチスカさん。私たちの目的を思い出してください。寄り道してる場合じゃないですよ。今日を合わせて残り3日で退去の危機ですよ。
Or, on the other hand, Koiro that way secures herself a different place.
そうなの？
それくらいは分かっていましょうよ。
いや、心の手伝いをすることが寄り道って言うから、本当にそうなのかなって。
True. I think they're focusing on that freaking philosophy bullcrap too much. I agree.
だって、心はあんなに小さいのに一人で暮らしてるんだよ。私たちなんて3人でも大変なのに。それに働いてるって話も聞いたんだ。お金をもらってるとこ見たから間違いない。お父さんたちはもういないからって。朝早くに学校もあるだろうに。けなげで立派だよ、心は。アルエやアララはそんな心を助けてあげたいって思わないの？
Ara aggressively pushed up against Koiro.
何は甘っちょろいことを言っている。ジャリタレなぞは豪華で少なかれ。理不尽という名の砂の味を知ってアダルトになるものだ。挫折もろくに知らないで、傷に塗られた塩の痛みも知らないで、どうしてアダルディックになれようか。ここの栄養を少しは
It's
頭に
always
回
the
したら
flat chests that don't have heart.
脳みそふわふわティラミスめが。
あらら、胸をつつかないで。
いや、やめない。今日という今日はあなたのスイーツ発言にしびれを切らしたです。
あらら、痛い。
あの子供がどんな試練の場に立っていようと、それは奴の人生。塩で米を食べようが、夜なべして内職に励もうが、シールを剥奪されて15で無職と呼ばれようが、誇りを持ってこの世に咲く花となれ。
What are you even babbling about?
人が生きると書いて人生と読む。それは己の責任を己が取ってこそ初めて価値を持つもの。
How do you know she
今
chose
日進
that?
む道を自分で決めてこそ意味を持つもの。
Maybe she didn't choose that situation.
おいろさん、あなたのしようとしていることは、今自分の足で大地に立とうとしているキッズの未来をかわいそうなどというエゴで妨害しようとしている愚行に他ならない。この話、よく考えるべきです。
Says a person who's a chuni. Like, come on. Like,
塩ご飯、おいしいよ。
hell yeah. Apparently that was the only part that got through to her. That's the most important part.
うそー。
っていうか、熱く語ってましたけど、さてはお手伝いがめんどくさいだけですね。
So true.
そんなことはない。
It is. Her words seem staggered and unconvincing.
ハチスカさん、私やっぱり賛成です。やりましょう。
Let's go.
ココロちゃんのお手伝い。
あるえ、ありがとう。
同胞の変わり身の速さに正直あららは動揺中。
だってハチスカさんの話 を聞いてたら本格的に心ちゃんがかわいそうになってきたんですもん。それに課題最優先といっても打開策はないですよね。もしかしたら別のことをしている間にヒントが生まれるかもしれないです。
She flopped down to the ground right there.
やだ、やりたくなさすぎ。あらら、人の手助けとか一番向いてないジャンルだから。ここで寝てる。
寝ても覚めても救世主言ってるのは何なんですか。
And so they decided to put off their philosophy assignment to help out the little kids. I mean, also with that, you will not be summoning the Florida girl, and you will not be spending the points on that. Come on. In front of Kokoro's room. 3:30 p.m. They came out here and rang the bell, timing it when they believed she would be home from school.
あれ
No response! There was no sign of anyone coming to answer.
3時のおやつを食べてお昼寝をしているのだとあららは睨む。
子供だからってそんなに単純かな。私たちじゃないのに。
She rang the bell again. You mean you need to hold it so it goes constantly, otherwise, like... After a few moments,
はいですよ。
Kokoro pushed open the front door with both hands. She wrapped her eyes and sleepily looked up at the three of them.
もしかして寝てたのかな。
Yeah?
お昼寝してたですよ。
Yeah? Man. What has changed with me? Like, maybe also because I don't sleep well at night, but... When I was younger, I would never nap during the day. When I was in the kindergarten, and they tried to force us to nap, I wouldn't. And now, a nap? Yes, please. Anyway, she was holding a rabbit pillow under one of her arms.
ほら言った。
起こしちゃってごめんね。私たち心のお手伝いをしようと思ってきたんだけど、出直した方がいいかな。
お手伝い。
She repeated it back in a monotone, prompting Kokoro to continue.
お手伝い。心、一人で暮らしてるんだよね。アルバイトに学校に、きっと大変な思いをしてるよね。私たちは、シールがないから、あんまり役に立てないかもしれないけど、お掃除とかお洗濯とか、少しでも力になれることがあったら嬉しいな。もちろん、心が迷惑じゃなければ、だけど。
Silence. Maybe she had learned that she wasn't supposed to let people she didn't know into her house. After being silent for about 2 minutes, right when Arara was giving off a large yawn,
上がって。
she led them into her room. Let's see.
ここが心ちゃんのお部屋。
Oh, she doesn't have the machine. Wait, so she's not part of that program? But what's with all the... I mean, I understand she needed a lot of trash bags, but why are they here and full? What?
何ですか?
Garbage bags were piled up to the point where the floor was no longer visible. I mean, I can see a little bit of it.
流しがミスティックな香りを放って。
Gotta clean that thing as well. The dust was piled so high that it clogged the sink. Oof. Wait, dust! Dust! In a sink! How? It was a filthy room.
これは普段ミルキーな香りを振りまいている心ちゃんからは想 想像のつかない。
ごめんなさい。
She lowered her gaze.
いやいやいや、今のはその別にディスったわけじゃなくてですね。
Just a bit.
しょうがないよね。私たちと違って心はやること満載なんだから。
でも心汚い子だから。
Kokoro wrapped her eyes with her cute sleeves.
心、アルエを許してあげて。アルエは人の悪口を言うような子じゃないんだよ。
そうです。私、ココロちゃんが想像だにしないほどアホなんですよ。
アホ。
アルエお姉さん、アホ。
Yeah.
そりゃもう知能指数で言ったら3くらいしかありませんよ。
Damn. It's still higher than Middle East. Don't worry about it.
アホ。
With exaggerated movements, Kokoro pointed her finger at Arue, as if she had found some kind of treasure.
私、アホです。アホ人間なんです。ですから、どうかこのフーリッシュなアルエメをお許しください、ココロちゃん。
アホ。アホ。
Please stop. She flapped her cute sleeves around.
シンプルなディスり言葉を好むキッズの特性を見事について事態を鎮めるとは、さすがは同胞。
I don't think she realized that, to be honest.
過分なお言葉ありがとうございます。
Yeah.
で、どこから手をつけたものかだね。
I feel like at the entrance would be the best part.
ゴミくずキングダムって感じの状態ですからね。まあ地道に分別して部屋と集積所とを行ったり来たりって感じでしょうか。
Yeah.
これあげる。
どうもありがとうございます。
What do you get? She handed them some work clothes.
あららお姉さんも。幼女よ。仕事というのは動くものと動かすものに分かれるものだ。今この場合では作業員と監督の立場に分かれるが、
You wish.
あららは後者であると宿命づけられている。
You wish.
よって軍手はノー。
Give her the gloves.
職歴なしが仕事を語らないでくれません？
Yeah, get the gloves.
心、あららに軍手を渡して。
Hell yeah.
うん、
She handed them over.
小わっぱが将来ビッチになっちゃえよ。
No, that's not true. She'll be a great,
床が見えて
great
きた。
woman.
はいそうですね。
About an hour later, Arue was out of breath. Not only was she chronically out of shape, she was also physically weak from the genetic disease she suffered years ago. We know that, yeah? Terrible thing.
私一人で続けてるから、アルエはアララと一緒に休んでて。
She was lying on her face, clearly dead.
なんで先にライフゼロになってんですか？あなた世界を救う救世主なんでしょ？
Yeah?
ほらほら、どっちかっていうと魔法職だから、パーティーのブレインとなる方向性のキャラだから、体力値が低いのはセオリーであって。
まあ見た目は完全に呪術師っぽいですもんね。あ、そこで提案なんですけど、あっちで草の根でも似てたらどうでしょう？
I do not agree. Witches are not flat. I have to say it. I just have to, okay?
小色お姉さん、楽しそうですよ。
そうだね。アルエとアララを見てると楽しいよ。
Yeah, it's hilarious, actually.
完全に喧嘩してるのに。
あれは喧嘩じゃないんだよ。
Yeah, it is. It is.
うーん。
It is. Kokoro grabbed the smartphone she left lying on the table. She then took a snapshot of Koiro working.
完全に日記のネタにするですよ。
Okay. She used her smartphone quite skillfully.
日記ってそれでつけられるの？
文明人の常識ですよ。
Is it? The little peepsqueak just gave her a lesson in common sense.
そろそろ回復してきたし、向こうの部屋をやろうかな。
Oh boy. Oh, it's not that bad. Just, well, clothes lying here and there. Something on the desk, maybe too much. That's a huge bed, nice. Not bad. Definitely the living room was worse. Leaving the living room, Arue moved to invade the Western-style bedroom. The layout was the same, which meant this would equate to Arue and Arara's room.
ここも汚い。
Dirty clothes littered littered the large bed. The floor looked a touch better compared to the living room, but there was still plenty of trash scattered all across it. There was laundry hanging off of the window curtain rail, a laptop left alone without being shut down. Oh, that would annoy the heck out of me. But also, she was supposedly taking a nap, so maybe she was using that as well. So, you know. And an army of plastic bottles on top of the drawers. There was nothing of particular note, but seeing all these personal items still left Arue feeling uneasy. Think it wasn't right for her to enter without permission, she turned around, and just then... The closet door was left open, revealing a long row of books within. The books were all neatly lined up, almost as if the closet was used as a bookshelf. In the midst of this chaotic room, that spot alone seemed to emanate the sanctity of a holy temple. Unconsciously, she reached for a book. It was a thick volume wrapped in an artificial leather cover. She flipped through its pages. Nothing written in it made any sense to her. Without any intelligence boost, she couldn't even understand the words. It wasn't Japanese or even American. I mean, American doesn't exist. There is no such a language, so yeah. It looked like a trail left by a worm or a slug. There were... Is it Polish? Polish is easy for, like, come on. There were also what appeared to be equations, but they were impossible to interpret due to the unknown symbols in them. Oh my god, is she like a... Wait, you know what? If it's trail left by a worm, is she like the future doctor? We all know that doctors can't freaking write properly, so... Still, she had this feeling that she understood the meaning of the book. It was most likely. When Arue turned around, Kokoro was standing next to the bed. She was staring at the book Arue had been holding.
この部屋は自分でやるですよ。だから完全に入ってほしくないですよ。
あ、ごめんなさい。
She hurriedly put the book back. Kokoro continued to stand there until Arue left the room.
そうだ。きっとあの本、そうなんだ。
Must have been. That tome, written in an unknown language, sleeping in the closet. There must be some kind of textbook. It was written in its original language, something used by real scholars. And then there was that oddly oversized bed, at least compared to the room. That was when she realized it. Whether she liked it or not, Arue picked up on it from the atmosphere alone.
やっぱりあの部屋ってお父さんとお母さんの部屋だったのかな。
ありがとうございましたですよ。
I don't know about that. She thanked them with a bow. Arue felt a little awkward. She felt like she'd just seen something very important to Kokoro.
アルエお姉さん。
Kokoro stared straight at her. Kokoro was just a child, but Arue's feelings of guilt prevented her from looking Kokoro in the eye. And then...
また遊びに来て。
She accepted Arue.
はい、明日もお邪魔します。
Arue half-assed everything she tried her hand at. But if she could heal Kokoro's heart even just a little bit, that thought flashed through her mind. She threw herself onto the bed. With only 2 tries left, they decided to strategically take the day off. Laying down with her arms stretched above her, she closed her eyes. She thought about what she had seen at Kokoro's apartment. Those books she found, which probably belonged to Kokoro's parents, left a bigger impression on her than the mountains of trash.
ココロちゃん、どんな気持ちであの部屋で暮らしていこうと思ったんだろう。
Good? I mean, we don't know what exactly happened with the parents, right? But if it was just she moved over here and lives on her own, then I mean, I would say maybe good. But seems like it's not like that.
お母さんもいないですよ。
So she lived in this room with her parents.
完全に。
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mystery, that Kokoro. Yesterday she thought about this on her way home from Kokoro's place. What is freedom? Kokoro didn't have any parents to rely on. In the past it was unthinkable to try and live on your own at such a young age. Indeed, in the past, there were no authorization seals. There was no protection code to prevent danger. The current Citizen Living Expense Support Directive didn't exist either. But now it did. And because of it, the street children, kids who were forced to make a living sleeping in the streets, disappeared from the world. Ooh. I mean, I guess it depends how you understand those words. In fact, it put children on the same level as adults when it came to self-sustainability. One might argue that children could now live the same kind of lives adults did. Damn. That they were equal. Damn. Completely and thoroughly. Damn. Was that truly something to celebrate? Were Kokoro's immature decisions truly the right ones? From the perspective of an adult, a satisfied person, or someone who knew the truth about freedom, was this decision truly right? Arue's brain was this close to bursting open. Yes. She detected the strangeness in her own behavior. She was 15. I mean, to be quite fearful. Who in this story is not strange in one way or another? She pulled out a manga. It was a volume of by her favorite manga artist, Mr. Minamiko Shigaya. She already read it 30 times. Damn. Whenever she felt weak, she escaped to the world of manga. There really should have been a limit to how much of a one-trick pony you could be. Me and YouTube, huh? One-trick pony person. But this was better than the way things used to be. Better than when her only escape was to flee to the rooftop. When she could only wish for redoing her life. Yeah. She pulled out her smartphone. She opened up Twitter, and faster compared to yesterday. When someone posts something within the 140 character limit on Twitter, they called it a shout. Miyasa at battling with homework 20 seconds ago. Attack on tyranny, 31st loop. Start! She shouted out short, concise facts only. This was actually Arue's first shout. Her current follows and followers were both at 0. Being connected was terrifying. Would there come a day when Arue's shout would reach someone else on the net? In the name of freedom, the world awaited the young girl. Alright, as per usual, new day means it will be in the next episode. So this episode will be a bit shorter, I guess. Which is fine. Technically, like 30 minutes is the, in a way, the wanted time. I would say, for me at least. I feel like we are going over an hour quite a lot of times for. Anyway, let's cut it for today. Continuation tomorrow. Hopefully the girls can help Kokoro a little bit. Seems like she's kind of opening up. That's great. And well, we'll maybe summon the Florida girl once again. If you don't know why I'm calling her that, well, you clearly have not seen the second episode. Yeah. Anyhow, for today, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. As per usual, consider liking and subscribing if you haven't. A yawn has totally escaped my mouth right now, yeah. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah. Have a great one. I'm out. Bye-bye.